Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 20. We're continuing on with our classic championship with Kevin Schwantz right here in Donington GP for round 3 of this classic championship. So here is today's starting grid for the British Grand Prix. Rossi, Rainey, Crivier, Biaggi, Williams, John Kaczynski, Schwantz, McCoy, Abe, Gardner, Roberts Jr., Doohan, and finally at the back of the grid, Eddie Lawson will start from 13th place. We're in for a cracking treat, ladies and gentlemen. Can Kevin Schwantz go back to back podiums today? So here is Schwantz waiting for the lights to go out, starting from 7th place in the grid. He is away. The rest of the field gets a decent start. Doesn't like to be too much wheeling. John Kaczynski's bobbing up and down on top of that Kajiva as we go around the outside of Max Biaggi. Now up into turn 1, bit of contact made there with Abe. Rossi up on the outside of the corner there. He's started in pole position. Not the best of starts for him. He is in 5th, going into 4th place if he can fight back against Abe. A little bit of contact made there with Schwantz. Not ideal for this Grand Prix so far, as Schwantz has had a pretty decent start considering he started 7th place. He was in the running for pole position, but it did seem like a little bit of fighting and chopping and changing for the pole position spots ultimately puts the Suzuki man down to 7th. Abe in his sight, who has got McWilliams in his sight, as it's a magnificent start for, whoa, massive slide for Kevin Schwantz. Got to be really careful going into Coppice there. Do not want to be sliding it like that again. Hopefully we can get him up into the S's by braking later. Being the last of the late breaks, we go around the outside of a couple of riders there, way too wide, and up onto the grass. Almost bumped Crivier as, oh my goodness, what a hectic start from Schwantz. A little bit too eager there as he does manage to sustain 3rd place. Sliding the rear once again as Abe, oh, contact made with Williams. This Grand Prix has gone heck to a handbasket already in just a very, very short amount of time. Crivier up into 2nd, Rainey in the 1st place. That is the best possible position for a man who's 2nd place in the championship. Crivier 3rd place for him. Equally in the championship, this could be great for him if he remains in 2nd. But I'm sure that will not remain the same as Schwantz is eager. Oh, he's eager, all right, and he'll have to be to try and get a 3rd podium in a row. To start a Grand Prix season with 3 podiums is ultimate perfection. But ultimately, could he go one better and get a win today? Fingers crossed. He is in 3rd place. He's in a fantastic position. Don't think he's been this competitive since the early start, or towards the end of Jerez, let's say, where he managed to really get into it and sustain 3rd place. But here in Donington Park, things have calmed down a little bit for the time being. Rainey has got away a little bit. Crivier is definitely in the sights of Kevin Schwantz now. The American will pounce. And the first opportunity he gets, and my goodness, that was an aggressive lunge if I ever did see one. Kevin Schwantz, I think he outbraked himself a little bit there and used Alex Crivier as a battering ram to get through. But it worked. And I don't know whether we need to look into that. Maybe race direction will have something to say about it. There might be a few finger wags from the pit crew as he passes, as this crowd has erupted, as Kevin Schwantz is now into 2nd place. Rainey is being pursued, he is being chased down, the gap is down to a 2nd. McWilliams and Doohan do battle, just a couple of positions behind. They're both in 5th place and 6th place respectively, but they're not going to catch us up if they're going to continue to do battle like with the way they're doing. It looks like there's a lot of paint bashing and scratching and clawing to get this position of 5th and 6th. As Rainey has set the fast lap of the Grand Prix. It's a 1:28.766, and the gap is now over to 1.5 seconds. Schwantz is going to have to pull something out of the bag if he wants to chase down Rainey. But as you can see, a lot less wheelies. The bike looks a lot smoother. We are getting better into this game right now. Ride 4, that's where we're the best at. But in MotoGP 20, I'm regaining my composure, regaining the skills, and using Kevin Schwantz in this wonderful track of this classic championship is a dream. Definitely going well so far. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and if we manage to get into 2nd place and retain this championship lead, or even extend the championship lead, then things will be going very, very smoothly. But back to the action, as it's 1.5 seconds adrift to Wayne Rainey. We do probably gather quite a big advantage going up into the S's here, because notice the AI does a bit of a weave just before that corner. Not sure why, but we can definitely take advantage, as Schwantz definitely has done here as he exited the S's. That's probably a 2nd and a bit lead compared to the 1.7 seconds it was accruing to. In fact, it's only a 2nd, so we took 5 tenths, but a little bit wide there for the Melbourne hairpin. Not wide on the other side of the track, but too inside, too tight, where we had to cut over the corner, a little bit out of shape if you will. We are rocking the medium front and the medium rear tyre, and it seems to be going relatively okay so far. That was the same combination we used in Le Mans, and that worked pretty fine and dandy. So Schwantz sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That's his first fastest lap in this championship so far. So that is massive when you think about it. Without even setting a fastest lap in each of the 2 races we've had so far, Schwantz has been on the podium both times. Fastest laps, we could definitely be looking at a victory today. We're chasing down Rainey at just a moment. A little bit of concentration loss here and there. But if we hook it up together, perform the ideal lap, we could get him. Rainey is not that far away. He's having a look behind. Rainey can feel somebody coming, and it is definitely Kevin Schwantz, as he just exited his own corner there, and then into McLean's. And he's going up to Coppice now, braking hard on the rear tyre there. Really hold the bike in now. Hug the apex, use that little bit of rumble strip as a guide, and fire it towards us. Mick Doohan has now got ahead of Alex Crivier, so that is fantastic positioning for us, considering for the championship he is in 3rd place. Now he's dropped down to 6th place. That's more points to us, more points to take away from Crivier. It's good stuff for us so far, as Doohan and Gardner are having a brilliant battle in 4th and 5th place. I do believe Crivier is in there somewhere, just a little bit further behind, as Jeremy Williams could definitely be in for a podium fight today in his home Grand Prix. So great shout out to Jeremy Williams there, as we are getting closer to Rainey. Oh, we're getting closer. If this is another fast lap for Schwantz, then Rainey fans, be careful. Oh, it is. Kevin Schwantz at 28.58, as he just gets a bit of penalty time. Not sure why. Must have touched the pit lane there, or pit exit. So that's 4/10 of a penalty, which was, I think, unfairly handed, to be honest with you. It didn't seem fair to chuck that upon him, but there it is. The American's been given 4/10 of a penalty. But it's quite alright, considering it's 8/10 of a second we are behind Wayne Rainey for now. Things are definitely going to change. There's still 7 laps remaining in this British Grand Prix. The fans have managed to calm down a little bit. I'm still a bit tense. Hope you guys are enjoying this one so far. If you are, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. The impact on this channel is massive. I really appreciate all the support. So if you could like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. But back to the action as we exit Coppice. Keep an eye on Rainey here, who's going to do a bit of a sly weave, and I don't know why. Ultimately, he loses too much time. And Schwantz is right on the rear now. It's only a matter of time. We can do it. I'm feeling it. If we can go from 3rd place in Jerez, 2nd place in Le Mans, and 1st place here, it would be the perfect evolution to a championship that I've probably ever seen. It's going to be extremely consistent. I'm really impressed with it so far. Le Mans was great. Jerez was interesting. Jerez certainly kept us on the edge of our toes as we're closing in on Wayne Rainey now. As we exit Goddard's, we could definitely be abreast with him. 2 people abreast potentially as we go across the line. Not quite yet. We're up in the slipstream, and it's a 1:28.513. So that lap time is extremely consistent. Has just avoided the pit lane exit there as well, because I do not want to be handed another penalty for pretty much no reason whatsoever. Rainey's definitely feeling the pressure now, and so he should, because Schwantz is just a matter of corners away. Especially when we get to the S's again, we'll definitely be taking advantage. It's 3/10 of a second from Rainey to Schwantz. I can't even tell you how far behind McWilliams and Co are. They are quite far away. We'll maybe find out as the lap concludes. As we go into McLean's for the 6th time of asking. Power is currently set on 1. I've not been going to change that, to be honest with you, because the fuel is only set to the amount of laps in this Grand Prix, and I don't really want to be fiddling around with that too much. Wayne Rainey, 7/10 ahead. Can the Suzuki man catch him? He's going to do that weave. He's going to lose time. Schwantz is coming. It's only a matter of time. Oh, he's right there. Oh, a moment for Rainey. Schwantz is through. Schwantz leads the Grand Prix for the first time this season. Brilliant stuff for the American as he breaks into the Melbourne hairpin. Can Rainey fight back? Oh, contact made, but Rainey cannot fight back. Is that curtains, ladies and gentlemen? What can they do now? He's still there. Rainey's going to have to do something. He's going to go for the inside. Is that enough? Rainey fights back. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant battle between these two men. Can Schwantz go around the outside into turn 1? Will Rainey fight back? He can't do it. Schwantz in the lead yet again. Excellent battle here in Donington. The fans are loving this one. So am I, and so are you, I hope. As we begin to fling it left for the Craner curves. Old hairpin coming up. That gap is growing. It's up to a 0.2 of a second. Rainey has to get into the slipstream here. Otherwise, he's going to lose the toe. And once he loses the toe, he can probably say that's it. He's still there. Going into the Schwantz curve. Will Rainey try and do him in his own corner? Oh, it's close. He's getting closer all the time. Exiting out of McLean's. Bit of a wheelie there for the Suzuki. But it's quite alright. Sliding the rear into Coppice. Rainey's still relatively there, but he's not going to be able to catch him into the S's if he does that weave. Oh, he slowed down. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Schwantz. Has he pulled the pin? Oh, I think he has, as Roberts and Dewar continue to battle. McCoy, Lawson, even further behind there, having a good old battle as well. And I think that is it. Schwantz leading by 1.2 seconds. Wow, what a progression in this championship. Third place in Jerez, second in Le Mans. Could we be looking at a first place here? Could be good stuff, this for Schwantz. This is a brilliant lap. This could potentially be somewhat a slow lap, but at the same time, oh, it's actually a very good lap. Only a couple of tenths behind from the previous lap. Into Redgate we go, for turn 1. We'll do everything we have in our power, using the experience of Kevin Schwantz. Oh, Rainey's given up. I think Rainey went too wide into turn 1 there. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. What a battle that was brewing up to be. Did not disappoint. Rainey gave everything he got. He really fought, but it just wasn't enough. I think it was the S's that really blew it for him. If he managed to get ahead before the S's, then he probably could have stayed in the lead a little bit longer. But the Suzuki was just far too superior today. He's been able to carry so much more speed than the Yamaha. I mean, the fellow American, we had a good battle. But unfortunately, Kevin Schwantz is going to be the one on top today. The Yamaha man will be disappointed. He's already won a Grand Prix. He was dominant in Jerez. He was absolutely lethal in Jerez. No one could compare to him. But here today, it looks like Schwantz has Rainey's number. Will Rainey be the world champion at the end of this one? Doubling up to another championship, but I don't think about it. We're thinking more so race by race. Championship is a big picture. Rainey's holding the number 1 for the minute, but Kevin Schwantz wants that number 1 by the end of this season. Breaking into Goddard's for the 8th time. Brilliant stuff from Schwantz. Real fierce battle. I'm pleased that we were able to chase him down. I did feel that it was going to be another Le Mans situation where someone just gets out to the front and just disappears. So this will be our 3rd victor in just 3 Grand Prix. Brilliant performance so far from every rider in this championship. Big shame for Rossi though, starting in pole position, and he is nowhere to be featured in the top 5 currently as it stands. I mean, the rookie will get better. He's got a lot of time. He's got a lot of opportunities in his career to potentially win up to about 9 world championships. You know, a somewhat specific number. He's just been dropped by Eddie Lawson, actually. He's now into 10th place. As we go into the Schwantz curve. Now into McLean's. Tell you what, is that a rivalry ignited between Rainey and Schwantz? Is this something we're going to have to look out for in the future? Oh, Schwantz has a big moment there. How will Rainey feel about losing this Grand Prix victory to Kevin Schwantz? A big rival. And this is a big blow to the championship because Rainey, he needs those extra points. Schwantz was sitting pretty there with a couple of points lead. This, as it stands, I think it will increase to about 7 points. So it's not a lot. And obviously only one thing has to go wrong. And in Mugello next week, or in fact, I'll do the video this week actually. Yeah, I'll get Mugello done for this week. I'm not sure when, but I'll let you know in the comments. But when the next Grand Prix comes up, I'm very keen to see if we can either extend that lead or if Rainey's going to fight back. Can't wait to see. Big disappointment from Alex Crivier in this one. He's not even in the podium battle either. And of course, that's huge. He needs to be featured in that podium position to maintain points. He has dropped to 3rd place with Rainey in 2nd if the championship standings stay as they are currently. Now exiting Hollywood. Nice long right-hander here. Get ready to flick it left for the crane of curves. Beautifully done. And braking early for the old hairpin. Sliding the rear just a little bit there, not too much. As it's lap 10 of 11. Penultimate lap. This Grand Prix has absolutely flown, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely flown. Brilliant stuff. Really pleased with this one. Hope you're enjoying this one. I've had a blast. The old throat's sore now, but it's been damn worth it. Let me tell you, it's been definitely worth it. MotoGP 21's coming out relatively soon, a month and a bit away. So I will be doubling up on these MotoGP Classic Championship videos. because otherwise we just won't get it done in time for MotoGP 21. And then we can start the MotoGP 21 career mode. I'm very much looking forward to that one. And I'll be featuring every video there for you, commentating the races just as well as I am now, if not better. I cannot wait. Give me more commentary opportunities, please. I do love to commentate, and I do love to race. As we exit the final couple of corners now, Goddard's entered for the second to last time. Exited pretty nicely, I would say. A little bit of a wheelie. It is difficult to keep the Suzuki from wheeling. And that is actually the fastest lap of this Grand Prix, a 1:28.518. Insane consistency from Schwantz in this one. Quite a couple of laps have been really close together, all in the 1:28.5s. I'm very pleased with that one. That's your fast lap of the Grand Prix. A victory as well. Well, if we stay aboard this Suzuki, then it's definitely a victory. And the fuel is beginning to run out. It's less than 0.1. So we're going to have to do everything we can here. It is dropping. I'm not sure if we need to consider dropping the power down to 0, but I think it should be sufficient. As we exit McLean's for the final time. Careful of the wheelie on the exit. Rainey definitely gave up in this one. I think he just thought championship, maybe it's wise to just settle down, not fight Schwantz so much, and just let him get to the front. It's a smart move. It's a mature ride from Rainey, but you can't deny he'll be disappointed. It looked like he was going to get away. Whether he chose dodgy tyres or he just couldn't battle Schwantz there on that Suzuki, who knows? But the one thing we do know is Schwantz has been brilliant, and he totally deserves the Grand Prix victory today. Consistency is key. Evolution. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant performance. You can't go wrong with that one. The only thing now is he wants to stay consistent, and next time out will have to be another victory. Big wheelie for Kevin Schwantz as he wins here in the British Grand Prix. Excellent result. Schwantz wins. So as confirmed already, Schwantz wins with Rainey second. Jeremy McWilliams does take the home podium on board the Aprilia. Gardner fourth and Kenny Roberts fifth. Big loser today is Alex Crivier and Valentino Rossi not making the podium. And as the championship stands, Schwantz increases his lead to 7 points and a further 20 over Alex Crivier. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. If you did enjoy, please like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Kevin Schwantz wins on board the Team Suzuki. And that's it for me, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.